Oh man, is this deck ever powerful. Centiskorch VMAX's attack, GMAX Centiferno, does 40 damage plus 40 more damage for each fire energy attached to this Pokemon. Not only that, but if you did any damage with this attack, you may attach a fire energy card from your discard pile to this Pokemon. That is an absolutely amazing attack, though it does cost quite a bit to get it up and running. So I wanted to find somebody from Darkness Ablaze to pair with Electrode-GX before it rotates, and Centiskorch VMAX was by far the best choice. Not only does Electrode-GX accelerate basic energy from the discard, but it accelerates any 5 energy cards. So when you use extra energy bomb, you knock it out, and then you attach 5 energy cards from your discard pile, including the new Heat Energy. So in an ideal world, you're using Welder with your basic energy, attaching that to Centiskorch, blowing up the Electrode, putting your Heat Energy from the discard onto Centiskorch, and potentially giving it plus 80 hit points. And that is absolutely insane. I think the deck is better than Lapras VMAX with Electrode just because you have access to Welder, you can use Heat Factory, Crobat V is out now. So this deck is really good, though I don't know if Electrode-GX is necessarily necessary. You know, you have Welder, you have Volcanion, you just have so many tools to accelerate fire energy that I'm not sure Electrode-GX is the best partner. But I'm going to worry about all that post-rotation. I wanted to give Electrode-GX one more chance to shine, and this is it. And if you're wondering about the 2 Hyper Potion, I did have Hyper Potion and Mallow and Lana. I had a 1/1 of each. I never was able to get Mallow and Lana up and running, so I swapped it for just 2 Hyper Potion. Let's see how it goes. So I made a late audible with this deck. I added a boss's orders, and I went down to a 2/2 Voltorb Electrode. So hopefully that doesn't come back to bite me. Just the distinct lack of bosses was really... Uh-oh, this is bad. You know, I didn't want to not have bosses, so I put it in there. So far, this hasn't gone great. Hey! Hopefully they play Metal Saucer. I don't play Tool Scrapper, so they should be fine. I really do like Hack Off as an attack. Discard a tool and a special energy from your opponent's active. But after that, I don't like Scizor V or Scizor VMAX, even though I'm probably building a deck. But it's like Scizor GX all over again. It doesn't hit very hard. Oh, okay. So I have some things here. I cannot use... Oh man, I can't use the dude, but I can use the other dude. So I can use Crobat, but I feel like Crobat should be saved for next turn because I don't know what's going to happen. So I think I should just Radiating Heat, get rid of their energy. Yeah, because I'm definitely getting an Electrode next turn, right? Either an Electrode or a Welder, and this just slows them down a little bit. So I think that's the right call. You know, I really like Radiating Heat as an attack. You know, 20, and you can discard from each. It just helps you sustain a turn. Like Dragapult VMAX does not want to lose an energy ever. So you just use Radiating Heat, and you just keep them... Oh, crap. Okay, so it's ADP Scizor VMAX. I don't quite know what they're planning here. Oh, man, this hand was perfect. Okay, give me a Welder and some energy. Oh, crap. Okay. So I think I need to, and there's the Frying Pan. That's not great. It's not game ending though, because I can still knock it out. That 40 damage that I hit onto, it's pretty good. What's the Mimikyu for? Your opponent's bench, I guess that stops Mallow and Lana? I don't know, what's the sequencing there? Because Mallow and Lana says switch your active, then heal. Well, the Fire Crystal was a very late inclusion. I think I go after the Scizor VMAX because I think that's the right call. So if I do this, okay, so I go get a Crobat V, and then I can, I think, well, I mean, I could knock that out if I get Welder and a whole bunch of stuff. So yeah, let's try it. See if I can't knock that thing out. Okay, so it is Crobat time. There's a Heat... Oh, here's all the things. Okay, here we go. So I put that there. I still need Welder or something. So I think I attach the... Or maybe not. So I I Fire Crystal for probably just 1 or maybe 2, because then I can... Oh no, I have to get them. Okay. And then I just go and get a whole bunch. Okay, so this heat factory has to be really good. Yeah, I don't care if I get Dedenne or anything, just give me something. There's research, there's Dedenne, there's a whole bunch of stuff. So I think I just go and get Dedenne. Because that way I can potentially welder. How much energy do I have left? So I have 2 welder and I have 5 energy. I'm totally getting this. This is totally happening. Because, well, hang on. How much energy do I need to knock this thing out? So I can have 6 on this thing. And then I would have, so 6 times 4 is, oh, that's a perfect knockout. So what am I doing with all this stuff? I can just, I didn't need to get the Dedenne. I just take a knockout, right? I'm not crazy because it's 40 plus. It's 40 plus 240. That's 280. That's a knockout. That's hilarious. Okay. And then I will quick ball the research. Go get a Centiskorch V. And you're just seeing the power of Centiskorch VMAX right here. Like, look at this. With Electrode, this is hilarious. And I got the Reset Stamp. I never get Reset Stamp. You know, let me tell you, I never get the freaking Reset Stamp when I need it. And I think they might concede once I get this knockout. And especially after I Reset Stamp them. So they'll have 4 cards. They'll probably send up the Dedenne, because if they send up the Scizor, that would just be a game-losing scenario. There you go. They're just shuffling everything back. So this is just insane. This is why I like Centiskorch. Just turn 2 for me, and I can do 320 damage next turn. And like, this is an ADP deck that, you know, it stumbled a little bit out of the gates. I'll admit that. It didn't fire on all cylinders, but look at Centiskorch VMAX go. 280? Like, if I can easily do like 400 damage next turn with welder and stuff. So I'm wondering what their plan's going to be. So it's going to Dedenne, and I will mention that my first game ever was against Lapras VMAX. I had just sort of cobbled the list together. I didn't really put much thought into it, and when I queued up against Lapras VMAX, I'm like, oh right, I forgot to put any catcher effects whatsoever in the deck. So I didn't have Pokemon Catcher or Boss's Orders. If I just had one of those, I would have won. But of course, I forgot to put them in. I didn't have Weakness Guard Energy either, because who's playing Lapras VMAX? But if I just had something, I would have won. But I lost that one. And there's a victory. And I will mention, I did do 800 damage on a Jirachi in that Lapras VMAX game, just to show that I could. And they did 0 damage. Alright, game 2 with Centiskorch VMAX, let's go. Post-rotation, Centiskorch VMAX doesn't really have anything to worry about. You know, between Volcanion, Welder, Rose, Turbo Patch, you can easily get 8 energy on this thing on your second turn. And I'll go second again. Just, let's say you hit 4 Turbo Patch, that's 4 energy. Let's say you Welder and attach, this would have been a freaking amazing starting hand. Would you look at this hand? So you hit 4 Turbo Patch, then you Welder 3, and you Volcanion 3 more. That's actually 10 energy. So you can have a 10 energy dude just right off the bat. So Centiskorch VMAX, this card is going to be around for a very long time. It's going to, you know, as long as Welder's in the format, it's going to be good. And then when Welder rotates, there's still Turbo Patch and Rose. And, you know, Volcanion's going to go, hey, it's a mirror match. Well, I'm guessing it's probably not going to be a true mirror match. Volcanion, I just kind of put it in there. Oh, that's an interesting inclusion. Because it only has a 2 energy attack cost, so that's pretty good. Oh, the Vertini's also good for the mirror as well, because I'm just going to put so much energy on this thing. Okay, so yeah, they're kind of set up to beat me right now, so I don't have high hopes for this. You know, if I can outspeed them, if I can use Electrode properly, I can outspeed them and I can beat them. But this Dedenne is going to be really important, and hopefully the Lucky Egg comes into play. But yeah, the Volcanion, I probably shouldn't have it in the deck because it makes the prize trade really unfavorable. And yeah, unfortunately, I do have to put the Hearth in play? I guess I should. So I'll do that. I have to try and Pokemon Catcher. Okay, that didn't work. Now the question is, do I go and grab a couple energy just to put them in the discard? I don't think that's a horrible idea. I might just grab one. Yeah, just because I'm in a Flare Starter, I might have like a Welder play or something, so... Okay, that's good. And would you look at the scenario I'm in? It's pretty much going to be... Please tell me I didn't prize anybody. Okay. Pretty much going to have to research this bosses, unless I want to bring up the Victini or something. Actually, I think I do want to bring up the Victini. Spreading Flames attach up to 3. How lucky do I think they're going to get? Actually, I think they're probably going to get pretty lucky. So I think I'll bring that up, and then I'll Flare Starter 3. And if they can't take the knockout on the Volcanion, that would actually be really good for me. Okay, because then it wouldn't hurt the prize trade, because the way the prize trade works, you have 6, they knock out a Volcanion, that puts me to 5, I knock out my own Electrode, that puts them at 3, and then a VMAX knockout is 3. But because they don't play Electrode-GX, I'm guessing, they won't have that explosiveness that I have, and they had a switch. Okay. So it kind of all didn't really matter, but they won't have that explosiveness. So maybe I do just go with like one Centiskorch VMAX and just try and Hyper Potion, and just try and win that way. Just, beef it up as much as possible. Oh, but then the stupid Victini. Maybe I should have... No, because they had the switch. The bring up the Victini wouldn't have mattered, but the Victini V is going to be just a horrible card to deal with here. So I think my best case scenario might be, if they don't take this knockout, I heat the Centiskorch, retreat into it. If they have a switch card, they can knock out Volcanion. That would really help, though. That would help me. Okay, so they're not taking the knockout unless they got a VMAX and a switch card. And I can knock out this Jirachi with Volcanion, and that would... Nope. Okay, what are they doing? They Flare Starter? What are they doing? Because they can't take the knockout. They do know that, right? So I think they just might be planning to power that up as much as possible. I really don't want to knock out this Volcanion with a Centiskorch VMAX. That would just be real bad. Okay, so this is where the reset stamps, there's just so much going on. The reset stamps are going to be important. Everything's going to be important here. If I get Electrode and reset stamp, then what? Did they get a VMAX? Nope, they're... Okay, I guess they just wanted to clear their field. Okay. What are they planning? Do they have another switch? Okay, that was weird. So my options here aren't very good. There's another heat. Okay. I really don't want to... That Victini V. That damn Victini V. Okay, so I will... Sure. Okay, so Big Charm the VMAX. The Centiskorch down. I think I just sort of do what they did. Sort of just copycat them a little bit. Because it's going to be, who can knock out the most VMAXs? That Victini, I got to find a way to knock out that Victini. I need to find Pokemon Catcher. My other Pokemon Catcher, I need to find that. I need to knock out Victini V, and I need to hope they don't have Ordinary Rod. This match was a little more grindy than I expected it to be. When I first queued up with this deck, my second game was against Charizard VMAX. I prized a bunch of energy that game. I got down to 6 cards left in my deck without ever seeing a reset stamp. And they hit Welder and triple acceleration energy every turn. But Charizard VMAX doesn't one-shot a Centiskorch V... Oh, crap. Who are they going for? Voltorb? Oh, they're going for Centiskorch. Who are they going to take the... There's no way. There's no way they can get that much on there. It's impossible, right? So they would just go for Victini. If I can knock out the Victini and I can get a Welder, then I abandon the Electrode strategy. Okay. If they want to come up with this thing, that is totally fine with me. Well, you're the one who brought it up, not me. Okay, so I'm not ditching that Hyper Potion. That is too invaluable. I mean, at this point, I think it makes sense. No, because that stupid Victini V. Okay, so I definitely put the Crobat into play. There's a Heat Factory. That's good. I don't think I need any more of these cards. Okay, so I'll get rid of the Electromagnetic Radar, because I think I am safely abandoning the Electrode strategy, and I will Heat Factory. There's another Centiskorch. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I want to make that a beefy boy. Okay. I still don't have a Welder, though. That is worrying. And I do think I have to attach from the discard. Just because if I have to Hyper Potion, I want to have something here. Okay, so I think I'm in control at this point. I don't really know. You know, as long as I don't put too much energy on this thing, Victini can't knock it out. Okay, so let's say they put 3 energy on this thing. That's 90 from their side, 120, 150, 180, 210, 240, not taking a knockout. I don't care that I gave them Heat Factory. You know, I'd rather help myself than hurt them. Yeah, and just to finish up with Charizard, I obviously ended up winning that game because it only does 300 damage. And then my third game was against pretty much this deck, Welder Centiskorch. They didn't have Victini, though, and they couldn't get a second Centiskorch VMAX up and running, and they ran out of Welder, and I easily took that one. But I do think the Welder Volcanion build is the best. Just add a Turbo Patch, and you're good. And, you know, Heatran is really important as well. But this is a good match. It's nice to see the mirror match. You know, a Centiskorch VMAX is definitely a top deck. I think even though Eternatus VMAX is so... Oh, they're going for Spreading Flames? That is a horrible idea. I think I just won. Because I knocked this out, I go down to 3 prizes. Then I just have to knock that out for game. So there's a Heat Energy. I think I... well, does it really matter? Because I have a Heat Energy in there. I'm going to do 80, 120, 160, 210, 240. I think I just attached to the back one. Yeah, I have Fire Crystal, I think. I don't think I got rid of it. There's a Reset Stamp. So I mean, is the Hyper Potion as important as getting an Electrode? I don't think so. You know, maybe I should have grabbed an Electrode. Because if they stamp me or Marnie me or something, more likely stamp me, that would be horrible. So if you're in this situation, I think you grab Electrode-GX just to have it. You know, if for some reason they decide to target it, that's totally fine. Just because a Reset Stamp right here is horrible for me. But they're out of Switch. I think they're out of Scoop Up Net. That's fine. Power that up all you want. It's not going to matter as long as I can get an Electrode, I win. But you're just seeing how powerful this card is. You know, you have to be aggressive with... Oh, crap. Okay. But if they come up and attack with Heatran, they lose literally all of their energy. Because they'd have to put 8 energy on the Heatran. And... Okay, so it's not just base... Or it's not basic only. But they have to do 8 energy to knock out Centiskorch VMAX. And that would just be the worst idea in the world. Because they have 6 cards left in their deck. They'd have to put every single energy onto this thing. And they didn't even take a knockout. So I have to go for the knockout here, or for the win here, and that's the win right there. So how many can I get into the discard? I can get a lot into the discard. So this is going to be a lot of damage. You know, I think I'll show them the Hyper Potion. I think they're spamming emotes now. Oh, I don't even have any energy left. Okay. Well, hopefully they let me do this. Please don't concede. Yeah, I'll just blow it up, put 5 energy on it. And I'm definitely ending the video here. You know, I'm trying to make some quick videos here. I don't want to drag this on. Oh man, really? I wanted to do, how much damage would I have done? So with 10 energy, that would have been 440 damage. And I probably could have dug for a welder. So they had a post-rotation. There's nothing that is pre-rotation. Giant Bomb, I don't know. I like Lucky Egg. You know, I don't know why I put Lucky Egg in there, but I do like it. It's a nice little inclusion, just a consistency card. You know, if you're in a tough spot, you know, they Marnie you or they stamp you or something, but they knock you out of Centiskorch with a Lucky Egg, you can just recover from it. So I really like that, and I will definitely end the video here. I know it's only going to be 20 minutes long, but I'm trying to pump out as many videos as I can before rotation, and unfortunately that means some shorter videos. But yeah, Centiskorch VMAX, I'm so glad I pulled the Rainbow Rare one in my opening, because I could get these and they were only a pack extra, and I really like the Rainbow Rares. The Rainbow Rare Centiskorch VMAX is really nice, but I really don't have anything else to say. This card is amazing. It's really good pre-rotation. It's better post-rotation. I'll leave the list in the description. Let me know some changes you'd make. Let me know if you've had some fun with this deck. Otherwise, I will sign off now. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time with Mad Party.